The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. 1st and 10, Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit.
And from 4 yards out, and the Colts are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. result, and he opted for the touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. He will push his way down to about the 14. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll run here with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now Willis. Flushed out right. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seen.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Play action. Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw caught by Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Willis looks to pass it here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are able to move back in front. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And, oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Tariq Woolen. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now it's Hines. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He stiff arms him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react to certain...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll go with Akers here up the middle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Straight ahead, Walker. A little juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got Rome. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. Give him 52 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run with Hines, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And taken right on the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. 63 yards. And the Colts are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Forced out to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A give running right is Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This is Hines. Down to the 22-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done